Okay, so I'm just making a small video here about the break and retest strategy. So essentially, no, we can call it break and retest because this is where the price gravitates to, but I don't call it like I don't trade it as a break and retest, because this was my target here. I've had this target here for a few days now, and price came actually faster than I was expecting. So I didn't even trade this. I was just looking at the markets, like I'm just stalking these markets, and I'm just checking whether the strategy works or the method works or not. I took a small trade up here from down here to that, and then that was actually a good break and retest. But in this case, if you aiming to buy in here, you're gonna lose your trade. And this happens a lot because when the price comes to here, sometimes it just continues down, or when it comes to a level, it gravitates towards that level, but doesn't mean it's gonna stop in there. And these are some of the pairs that I've highlighted, and some of them I've been checking what they're doing or not, and the euro is gaining some strength, so I was aiming for the euro to come back up here. This is some level down there. Actually, this white line is the all-time low with the euro against the Singapore dollar. So I was thinking, I'm aiming for the price to go back up there to that level. I've got a position in there. I placed the position. I didn't take the trade, but I'm just checking this position here, and if I had entered the trade, I'd be in profit. So yeah, normally entering down near the lows is a good idea, and I think this is going to be my target over there. I'm just going to place this here, and then I'm going to update you guys in a few days when the price comes up here. I think it will come. The euro is gaining some strength, so I think it will gravitate towards this line. This is the all-time low, so that's why I'm not even aiming for these ones here just yet. You know, if the market turns bullish, then probably it's going to come up back up there again. And then go another one. I mean, the Japanese dollar. I mean the Japanese yen. You know, it's been many breakouts against the Japanese yen. So yeah, Japanese yen is gaining some strength. So there's going to be some good trades, you know, coming up in here. So what we do now is just wait for some signs. You know, we could come back up here tomorrow. You know, the way I see this coming down so quickly, took these lows, I'm not longer aiming for these highs up here. You know, these highs, you know, it's a bit ambitious, and I don't think it's gonna come back up there anytime soon. But these ones, you know, they're like ICT says, low hanging fruit. You know, so these lows in here, I reckon within a couple of days we're gonna to reach these lows as well. So I'm just gonna leave that there for now, and then we'll see what's gonna happen. Like I said, I'm not trading any of these just yet, but I'm just studying and seeing what works and what doesn't, you know. And this is how you gain trust on your strategy. This one here, Singapore dollar, Japanese yen. I had this line in here from a long time, you know. I've had this line in here, and look what it did. This high and this low, exactly almost to the pip. And this is on a daily chart, you know, it's not even like a 5-minute or 1 hour chart. This is on the daily chart, and look how close they came. That's probably about the same level. And there was actually a nice breaker up here. If you can see this, there's this is what we call a breaker. Normally I look at these for 1 minute chart, but even on the daily, takes up the high, takes up the low, comes back to optimal trade entry. If you get Fibonacci from there to here, 61.8, and sells off down to here. This would have been a beautiful trade. I didn't take this one, but like I haven't done a proper trading plan yet, and you need to do a proper trading plan and come to the charts like at least twice a day and check these markets and see the best places to take your trades. I did take a few trades that didn't work out well, but I'm still working on my entries as well. And Euro JPY, I actually took this one, jumped to this area here. What happened here, it took me out like a big spike up, and then came right back down. And this was like this one here, I didn't take this one, but I actually took this one here. and it went up there and I could see this market coming down, but like I said, if you're not greedy and you get like a wider stop loss and aim to take a trade on the highs, then yeah, you can probably it's gonna be easy to win these trades. And look how far down this came. I didn't expect it to come down so quickly, but I knew the Japanese yen was gonna bounce back from all the weakness it's been having lately. So now what I'm expecting here, this level here is gonna be my target. This was a previous target when I was thinking to sell. Could have taken sales from there to here earlier, so, previously. Now in here, I think we're gonna trade up to this area here at least. Maybe sooner if we see some bullish candles printing out, even on the lower time frames, we can take the trades back up here. This is something I'm planning on, but this really works. I've been checking this on every pairs, and this really works. This one, Swiss franc and Singapore dollar. This is gonna touch in today, and even if you are going to take intraday trades today, I think this is gonna come in even today. You see the price is ranging in here. This is a horrible pair to trade, but if you swing trading, you don't care what it does over there. I've got the alarm set up here. If he comes up here before down here, then I'm gonna probably take a trade down to this area. Yeah. And on the daily is looking good. It took out these highs, then goes up there for a little bit, and then that's what we think it's gonna do here, and probably that's gonna be like a reversal sign and even take down these lows down here. That's what I think is gonna happen. But mainly what I aim for is for this area here. This is the bread and butter. If it goes down there or not, I don't care. If you sometimes you can take these down here, but the main ones where I want to look for is these ones here. At least we know where to take profit, and instead of like if you swing trading, you don't even need to take partials on this strategy. Swiss franc Singapore as well. See, I was trading this down here before. I was targeting this area down here before as well. I've seen this one for a long time as well. Like in all the Japanese yens, they had a lot of imbalances down here. There was a nice breaker up here as well on the daily. I actually took a trade in there. It took out the break even. Put the stop loss to break even and got taken out. But then you made another. If you're patient and wait for the market to play out, yeah, these ones, they're really nice trades, and they are very predictable. It's not like you don't know where to trade or what to look for entries and exits. Australian dollar, New Zealand. This is a trade forming in here, but there's nothing solid just yet. Australian dollar, Japanese yen, yeah, same thing as well. But the ones I actually saw before was gold and silver. I mean, these ones, they were beautiful, and I'm like, I saw these lows being taken out, the market going down crazy, and I actually saw ICT speaking about gold, and he was saying that these lows were going to be taken out, so I didn't actually do anything here. There's actually a nice breaker on the daily as well. If you check this, even on the 4 hour, you can actually see this even better. It didn't retrace enough as well for an entry after this. If you just aim to enter near the lows, this could be like catching a falling knife, and sometimes you can do that. Just took those lows over there. ICT calls it a turtle soup. So you can just place it there, and look at this. And it didn't even take that long to come back here. This was my target. Once the price took that there, this was always going to be my target. And if you go back on the daily, look how beautiful this is, and look how long it did take to come back up here again. This would have been a massive trade. On silver as well was the same thing. This is the silver chart as well. For the Wyckoff traders, there could have been a schematic down here, and if you're aiming for this, once you get your confirmation, I've actually seen this before, and now I'm thinking I've got these highs that have been taken here. I think it might just come down here as well, but the market might just turn bullish from here. But this would have been a really nice trade, and you don't need to take many of these as well. Let's see what was it like on the 1 hour. Yeah, like I said, even for Wyckoff traders, but in here there was a few confirmation trades, and if you just aim to enter near the lows, there was an order block entry in here as well. Even if you have an order block, it doesn't mean your stop loss has got to be here. You can do that, but many times, if you you're gonna get stopped out if you just aim for these ones. So what you can do, just place your stop loss down here. You can enter on the order block and place your stop loss down here, and if you swing trading this all the way up there, this would have been like almost 6 to 1, 5.8. But like I said, you know, look at this, how beautiful. Once the price came over here, look how much it's rejecting. But like I said, if you want to sell from here, most of them, they just go back up, they just continue going up. So even if you buy from, if you want to sell the retest, many of them, they just come here and they stay, they continue going up again. That's why I only use these for targets, not for sales. In some cases you can do well if you, I mean, if you got like a good gut feeling and you can see a good buy or sell model playing out. Okay, pound yen as well. It just took these lows today. I've got this one here. He's looking to go back up. So I think by tomorrow the price is going to be up here, even if you want to take intraday trades. Because I want to day trade this one as well, and I had a few. I actually spotted a nice trade here earlier, but I didn't take it on a daily. Yeah, in here, this was a POY in here. Price came here. This would have been a nice trade just to take from here to here, like a daily trade. But I missed this one out as well. You know, just like, you know, about being in front of the charts and don't take your eyes off the charts, set alarms and things like that, and that's something I need to work on, because I keep missing a lot of trades because I just don't come back. I just don't come to the charts often enough. CAD Swiss franc as well. It took these lows, and one day is going back up as well. Yeah, from here, targeting over there as well. This probably by tomorrow. It could just start ranging in here. Sometimes it doesn't come, you know, it doesn't go there all the time. So sometimes it looks like it's gonna touch, but it goes back down again. But like I said, you know, even coming up to this area here, if you have done an entry here, you can already take partials. I'll be on break even at the moment. I'll be at break even. I've got an alert set down here because I don't want to be taking trades from up here unless you go like on the 15 minute and take a few scalps or something like that. Yeah, but yeah, this actually works. It sounds crazy, but this actually works. You know, I've seen when you swing trading, you can trade any pair. Some people say, oh, I only trade this pair, or I only trade that pair. Yeah, if you're day trading, you can pick a few pairs. Some people only trade one pair, not even. But like this one, there isn't much to look for in here. And the Euro Aussie as well. This one, Euro Aussie. This was another one. I jumped the gun on this one. I actually took a trade somewhere down here, and I dropped the gun on this one. So the market went lower a little bit. If you go on the 4 hour, you can see a breaker. Even on the 2 hour time frame, you can see a breaker playing out in here. To cut this low here, take out these highs as well. Makes an impulse higher. Comes back. You can get like optimal trade entry, and it did play out perfectly. You know, it came back up here, but I jumped the gun. I took a bad trade on this one as well. That's why, you know, working on the entries is always a good thing. Alright, so yeah, back on the daily, this is how it did. You know, I had this area here marked out, took out these lows over here, including this one here, and then from here it went back up, and today was would have been a take profit today. Well, like I said, I jumped the gun on this one. I didn't take a good entry here, but they work out, you know. All the, even sometimes, you know, if you leave like a wider stop loss, you know, just think about your targets as well. Euro CAD as well. This is going to be an ambitious one, but I think the euro is turning bullish now, so I think the next target is up there. I'm going to update you guys as well if he comes down here, if he comes up here, but I think this is what it's going to do. GBP CAD. GBP CAD is going to be a short from here. So these are the targets here. This line here, this is the target. Probably within a couple of days, I think the market is coming down here. I've got alerts up there. If it goes near the highs again, I'm going to probably take a sell. But like I said, I haven't done a proper trading plan just yet. Pound Singapore. This is probably going to be a short, but this is a bit like like barcode, and price going up and down, already came to this area here. So this would have been more of a gamble as well. I still think it's possible, but it would have been more of a gamble. So instead of taking this trade, and probably if the market comes up here, then take a trade from up here. Pound Swiss franc. I was thinking about longing this one. I actually took a long, but the price is still like going around in circles. If it comes down these lows, near these lows, then it's good to take a trade and aim for this, because this one is way oversold. And if it comes near these lows, takes these lows out, then it's good. It would be really nice to take a trade from down here all the way up there. And I think this is gonna happen, but it's gonna take time. Pound US as well is looking bearish. It's looking to coming down here. And US dollar Japanese yen. I had this target here. I had this for days as well, and made a nice breaker in here. I actually took a small trade. I've spoken about this one already. And yeah, that's just about it, but like I said, this strategy really works, and all you gotta do is just work on your entries. And I've got this one here. This is just mainly the buy and sell models. You can use, normally I use this for day trading on a 1 minute. You can use these, and if you see these, don't be afraid to take the trade. But obviously you gotta back test and see if you can spot the mill when they're playing out. It's not, once they play it out, it's no good for us. So when you see equal highs, price takes out the highs, then takes the lows. If you have a fair value gap in here, an imbalance fair value gap, maybe a small order block over here, you can just sell it from there. If you take a loss, it don't matter, because normally you're gonna win more than losing with these ones. This is another one as well. Sometimes you get just a single high, and then price comes up there, makes like a head and shoulders, But this one, it takes this one. This is what they call Quasimodo. There's a few traders, they call this a Quasimodo, because this low goes lower than this low, and if it makes an imbalance here, then you can take trade from here. And then this one is one of my favorites as well. I like this one. When the market comes, if the market is selling, and you start seeing equal lows, sometimes they're not all like the same. Some of them can be lower, a bit higher than the others, but we start seeing this is kind of like support, or resistance when you're buying. This is some of the best trades I took was when the market was doing this. It was like support, it comes back up here and then lashes down, and then sometimes if it goes back in there again, then you can take proper trade, because that's when the market is going to go for it. But these are and the same thing when you're buying. You just flip this around and like in vertical, same thing when you're buying. You start seeing support, market comes down here, it pokes a little bit, sometimes it comes really close to it, or just here, then it comes to, sometimes you don't even find there's no order block or anything, or if you just find a optimal trade entry or something like that, just get Fibonacci, or if you find a optimal trade entry. And if the price comes down here, just go for it, because these ones really work. But you need to look at market structure, and if you go with the trend or with market structure, you'll do okay with this. Same thing here. If the market comes like this, there's two equal highs. Takes out the lows first, takes the high, comes back down here. This is these are the good trades to take. And like this one here. This was today on the 1 minute on the Nasdaq. It wasn't a very clear one, but sometimes they come in all shapes and sizes. But the main thing is when they do this, they take out the high, take down the low. You see there's an imbalance here. If you go back here again, you can see you take these out. You can see there's a fair value gap over there. So the price trades up to the fair value gap over there, and there's a mini order block over there. So from there, you just take a trade, and these happen everywhere. Sometimes from the 1 minute 15, but I prefer the 1 minute, because they're you don't have to wait that long as well. But for day trading, these are really, really beautiful trades. And they happen, it's not this is a very small one, but they happen in all shapes and sizes, and sometimes if you don't see them properly on the 1 minute, go to the 2, 3 or even 5 minute. But yeah, I mean, that's it. I don't know. I mean, the quality of the sound is not that great because I'm using the microphone from my web camera. But yeah, eventually I might just get better sound. But I'm not like an educator or anything. I'm just showing what I see on the markets when I'm looking to trade. I'm not looking to be a guru or trading educator. I'm just looking to help you guys as well as helping myself and having some accountability on my trading. But yeah, that's it for now, and talk to you guys soon.